Hey guys, wanted to show you this pretty cool car that we just got. It's, I would say, kind of medium-sized. There's my hand for your reference. Comes with a remote like this. And they actually include batteries for both the remote and the car. For the car, you get two of these type of batteries. So there's one inside here, and this one has a charger as well, just like a USB charger. You could charge one while you're riding the other one. They give you a screwdriver, obviously, to remove this part right here. This is where the car battery goes. And then for this one, the two AA batteries go in here. I did play around with this car a little bit and kind of tested it out. I noticed it is pretty light, and it really depends what kind of surface you're driving on, because that really affects the driving conditions. I know, like on the smoother surfaces, it rides pretty smoothly. And then on the more kind of rough surfaces, it's a little bouncy, which I'm gonna show you in a little bit. And another thing that stood out to me is that the acceleration on this is pretty gradual. So let me show you what I mean. Let me turn this on. That's already on. I'm gonna turn this on. And then here, I'll show you the acceleration. Let me see here. That was off actually. Okay, so that's on. I think the battery just died. All right, I got a new battery in, the other one's charging. Let me show you what I mean about the acceleration. So it takes a while for it to get to the max speed. It's not like instant power. So it's more noticeable when I actually drive it on the surface. You'll see that it accelerates kind of gradually. Let me show you how it performs in different surfaces to give you guys a better idea. So here I have it on a pretty smooth surface, and it drives very smoothly. It does take some time to get to speed, so it's kind of hard to actually get it to the max speed, because by the time you get to the max speed, you run out of space. And it's not like powerful, it will pop wheelies, because like I'll show you. So even if I gas it all the way, it won't really pop a wheelie. It's pretty stable. You can do drifting sometimes, you know, depending on the surface. But right here, it's pretty smooth. So you could do a little bit of drifting if you do the controls right. Here I have it on some bark and dirt. So it can make it through, it's just not as fast. Kind of has to work its way through. And it is kind of bouncy. We'll try again. And it is just rear-wheel drive, so if you're stuck, you're stuck. Take 3. So it can still drive through this kind of terrain, but I don't think it's per se made for this kind of terrain. I think it's more for smoother terrain. So here I have it on some cement. I mean, this cement is pretty rough, so you can see how bouncy it is on here. So you could definitely drive, you could get it more up to speed, but kind of bouncy, just because it's like so light, I think. If you have it on smoother cement, it'll drive a little more smoother, I think. So here it's pretty smooth. And here we'll try some grass. This grass is not very high, so it drives here pretty easily. But again, you're not gonna go super fast, because it is kind of slowing down its traction. So overall, I would say this is a pretty fun car for kids. It says it's rated for 8+, but I would say, you know, kids even younger than that can use it. I have like a 5 and 6-year-old. They were able to drive it. Even my 2-year-old gave it a try. So it can go on all terrains, but I think it performs on smooth terrains. And the more space you have, the better, because you can really get it up to speed and have more fun with it. So pretty cool car. If this is something that you guys are interested, check it out.